clinic that we had in Idaho. And I didn't realize the importance of it until after I sat down and watched it. One of the things that if I've got a horse that is worried about stuff, I will encourage them to follow it, okay? So if you don't mind, I'll grab your horse's lead rope, and then I'm just going to walk around the pen for a second. Okay? This lady was having one major issue. Her horse was nervous and way overreactive. And I think there was maybe four different scenarios. One was plastic. Anything plastic, the sound of it, the horse went nuts. Anything white, the horse went nuts. Anything above its head, the horse really had a hard time with. And anything on its right side, I believe, it had trouble with. I'm just going to let him have an opportunity to start getting curious about it. And if I have to put it over on this side, that's fine. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this horse to start looking at it and thinking about it. There we go. Like right there where, you're like, oh, Lord, see what I'm talking about? I'm just saying this is normal life. I'm just walking around saying, yeah, this is just what we're going to do right now. And then, you know what? Shoot, we're going to go this way. And I'm just going to wave this underneath here. Here's my theory. Us as humans always have to have intent. Okay? So when you walk into a pen, if I walked out to any one of those pens out there that has a bunch of horses in it, every single horse would be saying, I wonder what that predator's intent is. So they're already on guard. They're already thinking about it. So you say on his right side is a little worse, right? Okay. Again, if you notice, there's no rhyme or reason with this flag. So I see a lot of people, they'll do all this kind of stuff. I don't really care. And then you'll see people ease up there. And then they're like, the horse is like, whoa, you're worried about something. I should probably be worried too. Yeah, because if you're worried and you're a predator and I'm, just prey, then I should probably be much more worried than you are. Good job. What you'll notice is that when I'm approaching this horse from whatever side, top, bottom, left or right, I'm not really that concerned about what's going on with the horse. I'm just doing it very nonchalantly, but at the same time deliberate. One of the things that I feel like helps is when I allow the horse to come and follow and push the scary object away. If you give them a job, you give them something to push around, you give them something to bully a little bit, then they end up being okay with pretty much everything. You say he had a hard time with spooky things on this side. So this video did turn out to be a long one, but I do want you to pay close attention to how I approached the horse with some of the things that the horse has been terrified with, and how she's approached the horse that he has been terrified with. And not only that, but I want you to pay close attention to some of the things she says and my response to it. Believe me, you'll understand when you see it. You want to come try this? Just a couple of things. Just come up to him, talk to him, up over his head, come over here, talk to him right there. See how that flinch right there? No big deal. I'm not worried about it, so he shouldn't either. The one thing that and he's in a pen, so he can't go anywhere. Just don't pick that lead rope up. Just make sure that you're deliberate with your actions, but not abrupt. Does that make sense? This, it's building more confidence in you than it is in the horse. Your horses, they look at you for comfort. They look to you for leadership. So if you're worried about something, believe me, they can sense it. If they see that you're worried about it, then they're going to say, by God, if you're worried and you're a predator, then I'm going to be super worried about it. And stay right in the middle right in front of him. And just work on those shoulders first. I want him to get used to something, and I just kind of did this. He's going to, okay. But if I go, hey, look, see this? Hey, see this? Hey, see this? So a little bit more, there we go. A little bit more deliberate with your motions and your actions. But of course, you don't want to poke him. You don't want to give him reason to be goofy. And you see how you're kind of gazing off over there? You can look at your horse.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, because he's fine.
When he hasn't had it in a while, like I haven't worked with him a lot with this kind of stuff because I know he's scared.
A very good point there. You said you haven't worked with him with this stuff much because you know it scares him. Okay, so if you think about that, if if you wanted to accomplish something but it scares you, and you never worked to go through it, you'd probably always stay scared of it, wouldn't you?
Correct.
Okay, so
Same
you always
thing,
want to make
yeah.
sure to go back to the basics, make sure all the components are working. I'm not getting on a horse unless I know for a fact I got control of all 5 body parts and it's quiet. So you always go back to basics. So if you're saying things, and I'm not picking on you, but if you're saying things like, you know, I haven't done this for a while with him because I know he's scared of it, you're avoiding the major issue. So more, there we go. I want him to have a little bit more curiosity about what that scary thing was. So there's a big difference between having a horse desensitized and a confident horse. Curiosity will build confidence. So anytime that he looks at it and he thinks, I want to see what that is, I want to know what that is, that's when I say, you're doing the right thing, Bubba. Be able to get to the point where this is not a big deal at all. I don't want to be abrupt, I just want to be deliberate. And you say, you know, his right side is the big issue, above his head is the big issue. I want him just to feel like he's okay. Grab that darn ball and see if we can't get him to push that around. Is that something he's scared of too? All right. Well, challenge accepted. We're going to go get the ball. And then we brought something else in that the horse has been scared to death of for a long time, which is one of those big soccer balls that every once in a while you see folks playing around with all the time. If you can see it through the eyes of a horse and be able to comprehend the same way they comprehend, then you can kind of understand. But oh, there you go. Look at you. I promise you'll make a goal. There you go. Good job. Oh, look at that. Go. There you go. Now get you, bud. He's doing it on his own now. I'm not doing this. Look at that.